Hey everybody, I'm excited to bring this particular video to you because it has been blowing my mind the last few days. So if you've been looking at my work and have studied any of the things going on in mastering the game of life or mastering the game of allyship, you will be at least loosely familiar with something called the 3-2-1 shadow method, wherein we take the perspective, identify a part of us, we dialogue with it, and then we inhabit the perspective. Now, I've been doing this for, I guess at this point, years, and it's been a really powerful practice and served me very well, and actually I haven't had much of an excuse to need to change it up a little bit until today. Witt, who is an integralist psychologist, who is really fantastic, powerful person at the 3-2-1 method, by way of a friend of mine, Tom, he found out, he studied under Keith and found a way to reverse the process. Because what I'd observed in people knowing the power of 3-2-1, sometimes the hardest thing that can happen is that to create the mental framework to even be able to overcome the resistance to do a 3-2-1. You got a problem, you do a 3-2-1, everything's chill, except for that there's still a space in between recognizing the problem and getting the emotional energy to do the 3-2-1. So this practice, I literally just did it 2 seconds ago and it made me want to record this video for you, but it is the reversal of the 3-2-1, the 1-2-3. Because when we're having emotional states, a lot of the time we're already inhabiting them. So it allows you to have the sort of recognition of wanting to do something and allows you to start at the 1 stage and really just start dialoguing like your internal feelings currently, like what's going on, what's happening, what feeling am I having, what is going on, how do I feel about this current reality. Then you take the second person and you dialogue with that part of you, sort of take another step out, see how that feels, and then be in conversation with them. And then at the end with the third person perspective and sort of take a wise self and observe it as though it weren't in the room and talk about the sort of situation. Not 2 minutes ago, I was sitting on my couch being like, I need to work, I need to do something today. I was feeling really anxious and jittery, and I knew that there was all these things that I had to do, and I remembered that I had access to this 1-2-3 practice. So I did it. I realized that there was a part of me that didn't want to disrupt the calm that I had in my life. It really didn't want to go do more work because it knew that for it, work involved stress and anxiety and all of these emotional states that it didn't want. Dialogued with it, realized that, well, what would we want to do knowing that we've got to do something, but that's something that's easy and cheerful and that we can do. And at the end of the day, it was like, oh, I want to share 1-2-3s with people. So for anyone who's already doing Mastering the Game of Life or Mastering the Game of Allyship, try this out. This is one that you don't necessarily even have to write anything down for, though I recommend it. Just allow yourself to sit with whatever feeling you're having. Take the energy to sort of separate from it, detach it, be in dialogue with it, and then after having already been in dialogue with it, try and collapse it into sort of an image so that you can go back to it. You can actually then do a 3-2-1 again from the 3 perspective, go back to the dialogue, and then inhabit its perspective and see if anything has shifted by doing all of that. If this is your first time encountering 3-2-1s, welcome to the crew. I actually decided I'm going to go ahead and just do a free video to explain it to people because it's really powerful and I would like to share it with as many folks as possible. So thank you for listening, and I'm excited to jump into a 1-2-3 practice.